And apologies for the initial audio blip there, but they say all that's well ends well. And all the residue from the Luzhniki Stadium, where the final match of the 2018 FIFA World Cup was played, would have been collected by now. France would still be reeling from the joy of lifting the trophy and would not want to wake up from this sweet dream. And those would be some memories to be cherished forever. But for you, what are the memories or moments you will carry with you from Russia? Here are some responses.
I felt it was very well organized this year. I really enjoyed watching England, especially this year. I think because just their full organization, they played really well. I thought that they could have gone further, but all in all, it was fun to watch.
I think it was brilliantly organized. Russia did a good job. We didn't expect a lot from Russia, but they really showed us levels. So I think they did a great job. I think the games were great. We only had one goalless draw. There were lots of goals. Every game was exciting. It was one of the best World Cups I've ever seen. So it was a good World Cup.
Do you think France were deserving champions?
Definitely. They beat Argentina. They beat Belgium, so they deserve to be there.
Yes, I think the build-up to the game is very perfect. Russia did a very good job. Their preparation accurate, and everything was on point. So that's what I think.
I think it's been an impressive World Cup. We saw a lot of teams coming and they were rated as underdogs. The likes of Russia were not given a dog chance to go that far, but they reached the quarterfinals. I think overall we saw impressive displays also. The likes of Hazard, Mbappe, Etienne Aubameyang, the self-acclaimed greatest of all times, Lionel Messi, Ronaldo, and the likes did not show what we usually see of them week in, week out at their club side.
So on screen, it may have ended, but on social media, the story still continues. There are lots of developments coming in, and we have put together some few interesting pictures, especially from Twitter, coming from this World Cup. And my first picture I want to show you on Twitter is this particular one. And if you look here, there are 24 pictures of Neymar, who plays for Brazil. And you want to know what this picture is all about? So this is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, up to Z. So the English alphabets have all been represented by a picture of Neymar on the field, reeling from one pain to the other. Right, so that's our first picture. It's on Twitter, it's on my page at Babatando. The second picture I'd like to show you is actually a tweet from @Spoff. And this is an interesting one that came up just before the final of the competition. And it says, the last 4 goalkeepers to be on the losing side in a World Cup final have all played for Monaco. So you have Fabien Barthez, who plays for France, or who played for France. You have Martin Stekelenburg. You have Sergio Romero, and you have Daniel Subasic. So you remember Subasic, right? He actually plays for Croatia, and Croatia happened to meet France in the final. And then there's another tweet that's coming up on your screen shortly, and this is about who, Manchester United's Paul Pogba. I in particular cannot wait for the start of the English Premier League and to listen to the commentators and all of that. But this is Paul Pogba, who is showcasing the World Cup trophy that was won together with his teammates from France. More pictures coming out, and this is coming from someone who tweets at the handle @Valking. And I don't know if this is a threat, a warning, or whatever, but he says what? Only him is allowed to tell his children, when I was your age. And he's referring to Kylian Mbappe, who plays for France. And guess what? Former FIFA president Joseph Sepp Blatter has also been tweeting about the World Cup. So his first tweet after the World Cup ended, and he tweets at Sepp Blatter, "Bravo France, they deserve the title. Golden generation, unlucky Croatia in the first half. Referee Deschamps joins Zagallo and Beckenbauer." Fine, and he has a lot of hashtags, coming from there. And then his final tweet, he says, "Outstanding World Cup. Compliments to the organization, and especially to Russia in the end. Heaven was crying for Croatia and about the VAR decision." So those are a few tweets that we can bring you. And let me take you to our other stories making the rounds. Of course, the World Cup is over, so time for us to look at other things. And managing editor of the New Crusading Guide newspaper, Abdul Malik Kubako, is demanding that the CID reports on the investigations into the alleged Australia visa scandal be made public. Now, Ghana's participation in the 2018 Commonwealth Games in Gold Coast, Australia was marred by several incidents of visa fraud and racketeering, which led to the deportation of about 60 persons from Australia. Now, the incidents led to the suspensions of Deputy Sports Minister Pius Enam Hajide, Acting Director General of the National Sports Authority, Robert Safo Mensah, and Board Chairman of the National Sports Authority, Kojo Ba Agyeman. President Akufo-Addo reinstated the Deputy Sports Minister and NSA Board Chairman a week ago, an action which has triggered a lot of criticism. Kweku Baku believes that there should be at least an interim report on the investigation by now.
Availability of the police report, the CID report, is key to all these things. It creates unnecessary problems. It creates integrity and credibility challenges needlessly and unnecessarily. I think that as early as possible, the president should ensure that that report is made public. I hear people saying that, oh, investigations are ongoing, so you won't get a full report. Let's get an interim report that clears those who we have been told are clear. Since the president has announced the restoration of these two gentlemen, Pius and Ba Agyeman? Yeah. The interim report should be able to tell us why they have been recalled to their respective portfolios. And then we will wait, have patience to wait for the full one, since investigations are ongoing, even though ideally, perhaps it would have been useful to wait for the completion of the exercise and then present the full report and then do the restorations and then perhaps sanctions of those that were culpable.
Now, still on the same subject, Kweku Baku again is questioning the relationship between the Sports Minister Isaac Isiama, his deputy Pius Hajide, and NSA Board Chair Kojo Ba Agyeman following their reinstatement by President Akufo-Addo.
Minister of Sports failing right now. Because, see, I saw a memo, I intercepted a memo that he sent to the presidency. At the meeting, the Director General admitted that he caused 4 names to be inserted in the list, while the chairman of the NSA board, who is that?
Ba?
Added 5 people.
Oh, okay.
The deputy minister denied any wrongdoing on his part, although many of those deported have implicated him.
Oh, I see. Oh, I see.
This is coming from the minister. Although the deputy minister has denied any wrongdoing, it is difficult to understand why the chairman of the International Games Committee, that's the deputy minister, did not know that the Director General of the NSE and the board chairman of NSE had caused some names to be inserted in the accreditation system. It is therefore unacceptable for the Director General and the board chairman of NSE to say that they caused to be inserted only 4 and 5 names respectively. Indeed, more than the 60 Ghanaians were detained in or repatriated from Australia. The question is, who facilitated acquisition of visas and accreditation?
Right, so you can follow this story and others on the sports page of myjoyonline.com. My tweet at the handle @Babatando. Same for Instagram. Sports is done for now. Good afternoon.